Just 20 miles west of Denver on I-70, you'll hit Clear Creek County, where Old West meets new adventure. Whether you're a history buff or seeking adventure in the high country, Clear Creek County has something for everyone.
Clear Creek County covers Idaho Springs, Empire, Georgetown, and Silver Plume. And then it also goes as far as Loveland Ski Area. So we have Loveland Pass, and then you go over to Berthoud Pass, we have St. Mary's Glacier, and then you can wrap back around, you've got Mount Evans, and that part where we touch close to Evergreen. Whether you're looking for a simple day trip, a weekend getaway, or an extended stay, it's all right here.
The history is something that is very rich and is very alive. Why is that such a big part of Clear Creek County?
So back in 1859, George Jackson discovered gold at the confluence of Chicago Creek and Clear Creek in Idaho Springs, and that is what started the gold rush.
Idaho Springs was the site of the first major gold discovery in Colorado. Even though we didn't become the richest area, Central City and Gilpin County did. And as the Central City mines were filling up with water and playing out, they were going to have to shut down gold production in the richest square mile on earth. So these brilliant Idaho Springs businessmen contacted this industrialist Samuel Newhouse, and they agreed that they could build a 4.2-mile, 12-foot diameter tunnel through hard rock mountains to the base of Central City and drain all the mines in Central City. So it took them over 10 years. They enabled the gold mines to stay in business until 1943. This started the rush to the Rockies. If you walk into this mill, you feel the Industrial Revolution around you. You see Nikolai Tesla, you see Jules Verne and H.G. Wells.
While in Idaho Springs, I got the chance to catch up with Steve, the brewmaster from Tommyknocker Brewery.
Tommyknockers has been here in Idaho Springs going on 23 years now. So quite a while, got into the craft brewing phase pretty early. A couple of things that make this brewery unique. The main one is our water source here. We're very fortunate to have high quality single source water. Our water comes literally running down the mountain from Mount Evans, a 14,000 foot mountain, goes through a filter plant and comes right into the brewery. One of the interesting things about this brewery, it was built 23 years ago, and it was before technology was as advanced as it is today, of course. And many of the breweries built today, the brewers are brewing on iPads or with mouses. We're still very, very manual. The brewers are stirring the mash by hand and moving everything by hand, which I believe gives our beer more of a crafty, hands-on type profile.
Now that I've tried some local suds, I head over to another new brewery in town, but this time for some yummy local food. Driving further up I-70, I hit the quaint mountain community of Georgetown to experience the Georgetown Loop Railroad and Mining Park. The Georgetown Loop Railroad was one of Colorado's first visitor attractions. Completed in 1884, this spectacular stretch of 3-foot narrow-gauge railroad was considered an engineering marvel for its time. Next, it was time to travel 500 feet into the Lebanon Silver Mine Tunnel, bored in the 1870s.
So Tina, where are we now and why is this significant? This right here is called the hoist room or the ballroom. This is where they, part of the $5.6 billion where they found the silver a lot of time in this area.
5.6 billion of, in our time of reckoning.
Yeah,
it was in silver?
Yes, all in silver.
Wow.
Everywhere you look in Georgetown, there's a piece of history.
We're at the legendary Hotel de Paris. It's now a museum, but it opened in 1875, and it was one of the finest hotels west of the Mississippi. In fact, it's older than the state of Colorado. It's been called the most complete historic parcel in the state of Colorado, and that's really due to the furnishings that are here. We have an estimated 90% of the hotel's original furnishings, and so it's virtually complete, a time capsule.
After an adventurous day in Clear Creek County, it's easy to see how these 4 historic towns are the perfect mountain setting for your next day trip, weekend getaway, or extended stay.